doing a cooking demonstration for the farmer's market. I will be making bruschetta with fresh tomatoes from the market and sourdough bread from Babette's Bakery. I am a local baker and I own Whisk and Cool Pastry Shop here in town on Mount Olive Street. I am so happy to be showing you guys how to make bruschetta today. Let's go! Today we're going to make bruschetta. I grew up in Italy. My parents were missionaries. And so this is one of my favorite things from back home. It's actually more of a... I had it first in Rome. I think it's more Tuscan maybe, and I grew up a little bit east of there. So I didn't have it until we visited Rome, and then it was like, okay, this is my favorite. And it's so simple. So you do want to start with a really good flavored bread. And so this is a sourdough from Babette's Bakery, and she does awesome work. What you want when you cut, you can use a skinnier loaf, any good flavored bread, but you kind of want to cut it on the diagonal so that you have the most surface space. And because this is a bigger loaf, we're going to cut the slices, and then we're going to slice those in half. Because I don't know if you've had bruschetta, which that's how it's pronounced. If you go in a restaurant and you order bruschetta and they say, oh, you mean bruschetta? You can either just smile and say, yeah, I was wrong. Or you can say, yes, bruschetta. Okay. Anyway, it's kind of messy when you eat it, but it's supposed to be. So you don't want, like, this would be a lot because the toppings tend to fall off. So you kind of do want a little bit of a smaller piece. This is the lovely Deborah, who you've seen before in this spot. Huh?
Okay, never mind.
It's good. Do we have a little tray?
Here, I just want it to last.
Oh, yeah. Okay, there we go. So you are going to toast up these slices, and nothing on them yet. So just go for it. You're just toasting. You can do this in a toaster, sure. Typically, you would do it in the oven or, like a heavy bottom pan on a stove, that kind of thing. I don't know that there's really that much difference in the end with flavor because the bread is coming with the flavor in the beginning. So however you toast it is not going to make that much difference. I'm going to keep putting these here. I'm going to do this whole loaf because there's kind of a little bit of a crowd of you, and I want you guys to all get some. So, like, for example, I just cut this one in 3. It's whatever you want to do. This is great for if you're having a get-together, whatever, and you have a pretty small kitchen. Like, you don't need, a full oven, that kind of thing. Like I said, we're using a little toaster oven. Okay. Think this is good for now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I cut that in 3s.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is start prepping the tomatoes. Now, the tomatoes, really you can use any tomato. You don't need to be super picky, but the consistency of the tomato is going to matter. So if it has more juice to it, you might want to decrease that and kind of drain them a little bit. I said in the recipe that peeling and removing the seeds will take away the acidity, a lot of the acidity, so you'll have a sweeter mixture. It's up to you though. These guys are these little, what are they? Little gem tomatoes. Yeah. I mean, really.
Heirloom.
And they're, heirloom from the market. You know which booth?
Rainbow Produce.
Rainbow Produce. And so these will make a really pretty bruschetta. I'm going to start with this bigger one here. So you want to dice them. Okay, so see that juice? You do want some of that actually. So you don't need to just like squeeze it out. All right.
Some of the big ones I'm cutting because this is a sample.
Perfect.
So
Take a look at this tomato juice. That's fine and great. And then we have our tomatoes in here, and you can even kind of squash them up a little bit to get some more juices going. Notice I haven't put any oil in there. We just want the tomato flavor right now. Okay, move this. Now with our basil, we're gonna do something called a chiffonade. And that means that you're gonna take these leaves, take the stems off, and you will lay them on top of each other, flat. Then you will roll them up like a cigar. I don't know anything about that. I've just seen it on TV. Okay, and then preferably your knife is really sharp for this. So you've got your roll here of your basil, and then you are going to make little, skinny little cuts, just like this. And you keep your fingers curled and keep moving your fingers back. Then you've got this little sort of confetti of basil here. And this is just perfect for bruschetta. Then just drop it right in with your tomatoes. And any smaller little pieces you can just break up and put in with the tomatoes. So now you can see the tomato juice is really melding together, and now I'm mixing the basil around with, and then you just let it sit there for a minute and the flavors come together. That's your bruschetta mixture, guys. That's it for that. Then we've got our toast, and you want to open up again with the knife. Okay. Open up the bulb. You can use the entire bulb if you want to, like this. Or you can take one clove, I know. Get some good surface area on your garlic here.
hot dang, that smells
That's
good.
really good.
Oh no.
I'm going to cut this a little bit like this. Oh yeah, that's nice. Oh, we got little garlic papers flying all over. Okay, both sides of your bread. It's warm. And you just rub the raw garlic. If you're thinking of, oh, I need to roast my garlic first, you don't. But you can.
Sous chef. I'm a sous chef.
You're sous chef, yeah. Oh my goodness.
Do you want me to do that while you do
So-
the tomato mixture?
Yeah, here. I'll start piling it on the little toast pieces. There you go. This is a great recipe if you are dairy free, and also if you're gluten free, if you find a good gluten free sourdough bread, which is possible. Okay, so now we are ready. You know what? I'm going to do the salt first on here. I'm the worst at cooking. I'm trying to channel my inner Rachel Ray here. Okay, this is, never mind about that. All right. We're gonna repeat this after we get our mixture on. But it's nice to have a little bit of salt right on the bread there.
You missed this one.
Oop. I'm gonna have an extra plate for salt. Yep. Okay, here we go. Yes. Let's get this out of the way. Okay. So you're just gonna set this right on the bread, and don't be stingy, and don't worry if some of it falls off. Yeah, this smells so good.
Those tomatoes are so sweet.
Yes. And they look so pretty.
Yeah. And sprinkle with salt.
A little sprinkle of salt. I got too much salt on that one. So
Okay.
maybe
No.
on that. And then here's this. I'm gonna put some more of this. Ooh, that tomato felt really crunchy.
And I have more bread coming.
Oh, perfect.
So.
Okay. All right. Now, the final step is the olive oil. You guys can probably see why this gets a little bit messy. So maybe at a party, a little awkward. But at home, you know, with your family or whatever, dive in. Okay.
They're picking out at your oil. No. This is a heart-healthy oil. Good for you.
Yes, very good for you. I eat it every day.
Always.
I don't have any heart problems. Okay, that's it. Well, yeah, you did the salt, right?
Yeah, I did the salt. Now, don't be shy.
Yep. Come on and get a sample. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for being wonderful.